I'm going to do an insight video again today, and I'm going to give sort of like, they've been talking, or I feel like I've sort of, my energy and my insights and stuff have all been talking about this concept of source living. And source living is living from source, which makes sense to say that, but source living is living on a, like, from living in vibration of frequency, living in creation, living in the eternal moment, using your energy, your vibration, your frequency to create reality. And that means living sort of like consciously using source on vibration and frequency. And again, I've talked about the universal laws and how they are like integral to sort of like develop and give knowledge and wisdom of how to live in source living, or to how to create and sort of like uh, integrate source living within your consciousness. And this is really, really important, because obviously the universal laws are a guide. They're like a map of wisdom and understanding and how we do this. And this is why I'm doing these uh, these insights, but they're also sort of like it's part of my own personal journey as I start connecting more into source. Again, I've got this triangle above my head, and the triangle, like the diamond consciousness, is very much around this integration of fifth dimensional consciousness, which is the starting point of source living. And source living is using vibration, using energy, and using frequency to create reality, but also to dissolve and shift and transmute and transform. And it's very much around sort of being in the eternal moment, and recognizing vibration and frequency within your own energy field, and how you use that to one, to create external reality. So you're doing the universal law of correspondence, where you're in your center, your essence, your source. And what you're doing then is you're vibrating and creating from that source. And what you're doing then is you're going from fifth dimensional reality, and then you're creating that fifth dimensional reality and blueprint in the external reality. So you're living in source, vibration and frequency. And what you're doing is you're creating a fifth dimensional blueprint in the external reality. So it's like the external reality, 3D reality, then becomes aligned with fifth dimensional reality, which is about energy. It's about source energy. It's about creation. It's about essence of energy, essence of vibration, essence of frequency. And this is all source. And it's like I said, the universal laws come into this, because the universal law of oneness tells us that we are a source energy, we're a source vibration and frequency, we're in the eternal moment, and that we're always connected. We're never separate. And from that source energy and that source essence, we vibrate, we create in every moment, in every second of every, it's not even seconds, but it's in the eternal moment, because it's not even seconds of time. Time doesn't exist in source vibration and source frequency. And again, that connects to the universal law of vibration and frequency. And it's the understanding that, you know, everything is vibration, everything is frequency. And in that eternal moment, you can shift and change reality just by shifting and changing your frequency. And frequency and vibration are you know, manifest all matter of emotions, all matter of experiences, thoughts, feelings. They are all vibrations. And this is again the shifting consciousness as we move past the 3D blueprint into the 5D blueprint. The 5D blueprint is like, again, about essence. It's about source vibration, source creation. And you start to realize that everything is energy, everything is vibrations, everything is frequencies. So you consciously shift and change past the human stuff, the human form, which is the 3D, and sort of like the 3D mind, which is caught up in sort of the daily stuff. And you start to realize that you are the center, you are the source creator within your essence, within your energy. And actually, as a source creator, you create and manifest reality. You create and manifest it from your essence, again, your inner sort of like source vibration and frequency. And once they come online, so the source creator is a six dimensional consciousness. It as in like as the source creator understands that it's one with the source energy, and that you're co-creating reality, and you've got this infinite flow of the infinite source energy that's always flowing in you, and then it being expressed through you. And when you start to realize that, then your center comes online, your essence comes online, your vibrations and frequencies. But you also have a choice. You have a choice through your source creator of what vibrations and frequencies you manifest and create. And this is how you shift and change your reality. And again, this connects directly to the teachings of Saint Germain, which is the violet flame, that discusses transmutation and transformation. And again, it connects directly to the universal law of perpetual transmutation. And the universal law of perpetual transmutation regarding source living is knowing that all things are energy, all things are vibrations, all things are frequencies, and the 3D blueprint, the physical reality. Beyond that is the 5D, the energetic reality, and the energetic reality is where source lives. And this is the consciousness that's coming online for many of us at the moment as we start to integrate this consciousness within our awareness, within our, people say the word ascension. Ascension is coming back to beingness, and beingness is this state of being connected to source, connecting to the energy and the vibrations. You've got the universal law of attraction. Law of attraction works again on vibration and frequency. Everything works on vibration and frequencies. The infinite masters know this, and the infinite beings and the infinite sort of realities and dimensions know that all things are vibration and frequency, and all things are born of the source, and all things return to the source. So we're awakening to source energy, source creation, and the source creator. You're awakening to your true essence and your true the true sort of like awareness and wisdom, that you can create and manifest anything, you know. And it's about sort of like understanding that. And this is what source living is. Source living is living in energy, being a living energy, a living vibration, a living frequency, that you are, that is creating and manifesting at will in the eternal moment. And this is source living. And this is why I want to talk about it, because it's such a beautiful thing, and it's such a thing that's sort of, it's so enlightening, so illuminating when you actually start coming into it, because then you start realizing that you can walk as this frequency, you can walk as this source frequency, source vibration in source living. Again, universal law of compensation, you reap what you sow, again, is about creation, it's about vibration, it's about frequency, it's about what's been manifested. You only the universe is, or the external reality, or all reality is all about is all about vibration, it's about frequencies, and all reality and creation is vibrations and frequencies. It's like everything that we create is through a frequency, it's through a vibration. And this is source living again, and source consciousness, and source being, and source creator. I'm using the word source because it's all source, and this is what's coming online for many of us at the moment. How it will feel when you're in source, how it feels for me is I vibrate as a light, as an energy, as this pure energy, this pure light. My external 3D blueprint dissolves, and what is left is this 5D blueprint, which is this energetic being that vibrates with this infinite energy in this eternal moment, and it vibrates with source energy. And this is the key to source living. And I'm discussing like 3D blueprint and 5D blueprint and then a 6D blueprint, because it's about it, they're tools of showing you how that everything is interconnected, everything is part of a one vibration, a one source vibration and frequency. And this is oneness, this is the eternal moment, and this is what's coming online. And as I'm talking about this, I know what I'm talking about here has some relevance, because I've been shown a big golden book. A gold book in any kind of like, so that creates the universal law of inspired action. And inspired action means that you're connecting into your source energy, your source vibration, and this is where you start to receive visions or like insights or inspiration. And the golden book is golden knowledge, it's golden wisdom, it's wisdom of the ages, it's wisdom, it's insight, it's infinite knowledge and infinite wisdom. And this is what this is what this source thing is. And this is why I keep saying it's like a game changer, because it's a game changer, because then you understand reality doesn't happen to you, but you create it. It happens from you, not to you, from you. You express it, you create it, you manifest it. It's not happening to you. And the thing is, it takes it all out of that the kind of thing where we feel like these things are coming at us, and in a sense we become, we're receiving them, and it's like it's happening to us. But actually, when we start entering into source creation, the source creator, and the source vibration and source living, we create from our center, our source being, and then we know that we can shift and manifest anything, and we can dissolve it, and we can transmutate it in any moment, in any second, and it's just a vibration. So like fear is just a vibration, as love is just a vibration. And it talks about like in the sense of like polarity, the universal law of polarity. And I haven't really discussed this one very much, but the universal law of polarity is like positive and negative. But in that sense, when you start going into source living, you realize the universal law of polarity is really telling you there's no good or bad. There's just vibration and frequency. And all experiences and all events and all things are vibration and frequency. Now, we did term things as good and bad, and we label them as good and bad because the human, the human mind and the tells us this. But when we're in source creation and we're in source vibration and frequency, we understand that we can create and shift and change that. So nothing's good or bad, because whatever comes in, then through source creation and source creator and the source vibration, we dissolve it. We transmute it into something else through vibration and frequency. So when something comes, if we go from our source essence and our source creator, we can shift and transmute that in that moment, in that eternal moment, in any moment. So the reality is, it comes in, but what happens is then we express it in a different frequency, in a different vibration, and that transmutes it, and that shifts and changes it, and brings it back into a harmony state. And this is what source energy does, and source living does. And this is the term I'm for my consciousness, and this is my purpose, and I feel this is my reality, is to come back into source living. And this is what they did in the infinite cultures of the highly spiritual, evolved cultures. They were living in source. They were living in source vibration and source frequency and source essence, and they were accessing their source creator. And that's the insight for today.